semi-final. Morocco in their home strip, so in their red shirts and green shorts. Nigeria in their away strip, so they're all in white for this game, and Morocco will be shooting from right to left as I see it, and the Super Eagles shooting from left to right from my perspective. So Morocco just heading the ball back to goalkeeper Yassine Bono. Plays his club football for Al Hilal. So we're just inside the opening minute of this game here. Promises to be a fantastic occasion. Big crowd, as you can imagine here. Host nation Morocco looking to end 50 years of hurt. They've only won the Afcon title once in their history. It was back in 1976, and there's been so much pressure on them throughout this tournament, and of course heading into this tournament as well. And they're one victory away from reaching the grand final. So Morocco just in possession, just inside their own half here, and to the right hand side of their defence. Hakimi, Aguerd, now back to Bono. A little bit of a risky pass out the back, but Morocco keep the ball. And now it's drifted just out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Nigeria to take on the halfway line, taken by Osai Samuel. Now to the left-hand side of their defence with Onyemichi. Now to the central defence with Ajayi, who just loses the ball though. Now Morocco will look to press forward down the left of centre inside Nigeria's half, but Nigeria... oh, that's a poor misplaced pass though. Morocco have got a chance very early on, but that's a great block that came in there from the Nigerian defence. Goodness me, it's almost allowed Saibari to get the first shot in after only 90 seconds played. It was a terrible pass out from the Nigerian back line. It came from Ajayi, but he certainly made amends with a fantastic block to deny Saibari from going for goal. And, well, surely would have hit the target as well. So, a very important block there that came in from the Nigeria number 6, Semi Ajayi. Plays his club football for Hull City in the second tier of the English pyramid. So a bit of a warning sign there for Nigeria very early on in this game. And Morocco will look to take the positives from that. Of course, Nigeria have scored plenty in this tournament. They have kept 2 clean sheets in a row as well. They did also concede 4 goals in Group C in this tournament as well. But Nigeria will just now play it out from the back here with Ajayi. It was his misplaced pass that put his side in big trouble. It was a great block to deny Saibari from finding the target. Now with Osai Samuel. Back to Ajayi. Now with Onyeka. Long ball from Onyeka up top, but the Moroccan defence will deal with that pretty comfortably. They're just running it out of play just on the left-hand side of their midfield. And it's going to be Osai Samuel to take the throw in here. Now with Iwobi, just across the centre circle. Iwobi again. Now with Ajayi, who's certainly seen plenty of the ball in these opening 5 minutes of the game. And just a long ball up to the left-hand side of Nigeria's defence with Onyemichi. And that's the first free kick given there. It's just bundled over to the ground by Achraf Hakimi. Nothing malicious at all, but just bundled him over. And it'll be a free kick to Nigeria just on the halfway line on their left-hand side. Now looking to spread the play down to the right flank here. Nice first touch from Osai Samuel. Just keeps the ball in play. Did really well there to keep possession for the Super Eagles. Onyeka. Now it's an interesting ball there. Almost finding Osai Samuel inside the Moroccan 18-yard box. But it's been given as a foul, and it'll be a free kick to Morocco inside their own area. The referee judged that Bright Osai Samuel committed a foul. And we just see it again on my replay here on my monitor of that dreadful pass out the back there from Ajayi. But my word, he certainly made amends there, coming in with a crucial block to deny Ismail Saibari from giving Morocco a very, very early lead after what, about 90 seconds, 100 seconds maybe. Now into the 6th minute though, and it's a free kick to Morocco. Hakimi just going down about just over 5 yards behind the halfway line inside Morocco's own half here. So just back to the Atlas Lions central defence. Now with Mazraoui, just goes down along with Onyeka. The final decision here from the referee. I think it's a throw-in. It's going to be given to Nigeria. And play resumes now, so straight to the Nigerian back line with Bassi. Now just to the left-hand side of their defence with Onyemichi. Now a throw for Morocco. Just into their midfield. Not the best of passes though, but Nigeria can't quite capitalise. Now with Mazraoui on the left-hand side of the Morocco defence. Good pressing though from the Nigerian back line. And it will be a throw-in to Morocco. So just a reminder then, of course, the first semi-final of the Africa Cup of Nations took place earlier on today. Not a classic by any stretch of the imagination, but Senegal got the job done. They beat Egypt 1-0. It was a very, very defensive performance by Egypt, but Senegal managed to find a breakthrough fairly late on in the 78th minute through Sadio Mane, and Senegal are through to the final. Just right now, though, at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, in Morocco. Nigeria just clearing their lines there, going long, and it'll be a Morocco throw. Midway down the Nigeria half on this right-hand side. Just got a little bit of space to work into now. Now onto the left flank here with Ezal Zuli. Plays the ball into the left of centre. Nice approach there from Saibari. Now to the right of centre, just inside the 18-yard box, and it's a shot here, and it just goes wide. That was close there, and it's that man, Brahim Diaz, and already is geeing up the supporters behind the net. It was not too far away. So he scored 5 in 5. He scored in every single game so far for Morocco in this tournament. And my goodness me, that was very, very close to being 6 in 6. It was a curling effort from just inside the 18-yard area, and that was very, very close indeed. Steered just 2 or 3 inches wide of the post. Brahim Diaz certainly a man in form. 5 from 5, looking to make it 6 from 6. Not too sure if a player has ever scored in every single game of an Afcon tournament for the winning team. But Brahim Diaz on course to do that at the moment. If he can do that in this game, Morocco win. And if he can score in the final as well, that would be a phenomenal achievement. But Morocco now just hitting Nigeria on the counter here. And Morocco just going down again, just on this right-hand side, just inside the 18-yard area, just having to drag the ball back a little bit here. Diaz just loses the ball at a critical point, and it's cleared away by Bassi. And now it's going to be a free kick to Morocco in a central position, but we're talking about 40 yards away from the goal line. Victor Osimhen, the Nigeria skipper, just in consultation with the referee. It's his foul on Massina. That's led to this Morocco free kick. So just an opportunity here for the Atlas Lions to pitch the ball into the 18-yard area from a central position. I think the referee just laying down the law here with Osimhen, just making him aware of what his expectations are of this game. And Morocco do now take the free kick, but they've taken it short now to their right-hand side. But they've lost the ball pretty easily there. But having said that, Nigeria now lose the ball very comfortably as well. So back to the Moroccan back line. Messina. Now to Agued. Hakimi. Long ball. Pitched in by the Paris Saint-Germain player. Headed away by Bassi. Into the 11th minute then. Just bubbling up nicely, this game. Morocco 0, Nigeria 0 in this Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. That's a poor pass there from the Moroccan back line, but Nigeria again just can't quite capitalise. It was this time Adams chasing the ball down there, but wasn't able to sustain possession. So just a little warning sign there for the Atlas Lions back four. Now Nigeria looking to break down the left of centre here with Iwobi. Back to Ajayi. Now Bassi. Ajayi spreads the ball to the left hand side, but that goes nowhere near one of his teammates, and that's a very simple ball for Hakimi to deal with that. Now Hakimi goes long. Morocco look to keep the ball with El Kaabi. He's also been in good form in this tournament. He's scored 3 goals so far. Most recently scored a brace in Morocco's last group game, which was a 3-0 victory over Zambia. But again, Morocco can't keep the ball in play. Now into the 13th minute, and Nigeria will just move the ball slowly up from their defence. Good pressing though from the Moroccan forward line. It just forces Wabali to distribute quickly, and it goes, well, drifts wide pretty much straight away. So a bit of a cheap throw-in to give away there, and it'll be Hakimi to take for Morocco. Just waiting for this throw to be released here. And they quickly switch the ball into the centre. Best of deliveries, it has to be said, and Adams will chase the ball down here for the Super Eagles. Ball goes out, and it will be a throw-in to Nigeria. Just in case you're not aware, by the way, Morocco in incredibly impressive form going into this tournament. They've not lost a competitive game for a long time, especially at home as well. It's been years since they last lost a competitive game at home. They couldn't really have asked for better preparation going into this tournament. It's been a very strange past couple of years for Nigeria. There's no doubt there's so much talent within the side, and that's been displayed in abundance in this tournament. They have arguably been the most impressive side so far in this tournament, but remarkably, they will not be at this summer's FIFA World Cup. They did not qualify, whereas Morocco qualified with ease. And just a shot will be attempted from 20 yards out there for Nigeria. It's palmed away by Yassine Bono, and it was Lookman with the effort from 20 yards out. Fairly comfortable save in the end for Yassine Bono to make, but first shot on target though for Nigeria. It was Atalanta's Ademola Lookman, who was there to be hit, absolutely. 20 yards out, maybe a tad more than that. And just forces Yassine Bono into action there. Definitely worth a hit. And just gives Morocco head coach Walid Regragui something to think about here. But foul has just been given away though, just with Nigeria trying to build on their momentum. So it's going to be a free kick to Morocco in a very defensive position on the left hand side of their own half here. Just waiting for this free kick to be taken. So it goes long rather than short this time, but that's comfortable for the Nigerian defence to deal with here. And I think an offside was actually being given by the assistant referee, so it's going to be a free kick for the Super Eagles to take just behind the halfway line. Now into the 16th minute, so far Nigeria have had 1 shot to Morocco's 2. And it's just bubbling away nicely, this game. Two really good sides here. And it's going to be close, no doubt about it. I'd be very surprised if we see a convincing scoreline for either side here. If this game is done within 90 minutes, I'd be I'm thoroughly expecting a winning margin of just the one. I don't think there'll be much in this game at all. And Morocco just playing the ball out from the back then, now to the right of centre, just with Hakimi getting into a nice attacking position here. Morocco going further down this right hand side. Ball delivered in, and it'll be a corner. So corner kick then for Morocco. Just came off Onyedika last. So 17 minutes gone, and we've got our first corner of the game here. So it's gone to Morocco, and it's on their right hand side. And an opportunity here just to see what Morocco can do with their set pieces. Big test here for Nigeria's back line. 17 minutes gone then. Morocco 0, Nigeria 0 in this Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. The winner will meet Senegal in Sunday evening's final. So we're still waiting for this corner kick to come in. No one around him. Outswinger into the box and comfortably dealt with by the Nigeria back line. Mazraoui pitches the ball into the 18-yard area. Again, comfortable, but they look to rush the ball out too quick there, Nigeria. And Morocco with Diaz now just on this left-hand side, just looking for support here. On the ball again. Good possession play here from the hosts. Now to Mazraoui. Just goes into the centre circle. Now plays the ball to the right-hand side, just about 5 yards over the halfway line here. Attempted through ball down the middle. Doesn't pay off. But now Nigeria will counter-attack quickly through Lookman. Not the best of deliveries there. And Bono will clear the ball away for Morocco. To go long. Should be dealt with by Osai Samuel. Go all the way back to Wabali. Best of clearances. And it will be a throw-in for Morocco. 19 minutes played then. And still goalless here between the Atlas Lions and the Super Eagles. Just waiting for this throw to be released right in front of the dugout area. So ball back in play now. Saibari over to the right hand side, finds Hakimi. Great first touch there by the Paris Saint-Germain fullback. And Morocco keep the ball on this right hand side, just getting a little bit further down the Nigeria half, and it's going to be another corner kick here then for Morocco. Again, it's going to come from the right hand side. Hakimi's just gone down. Just got a bit of a shove there from Onyemaichi. I think he should be okay to continue. Just some words here with the referee about whether there should be anything looked into that, but I don't think it will. Just a reminder, by the way, that VAR is present at this game. I'm sure you'll all be delighted to know that. So it's going to be a free kick then for Morocco. Decent position, probably maybe just more than 30 yards out on the right of centre. So very much doubt they're going to aim for goal here, but an opportunity for the hosts to pitch the ball into the 18-yard area and cause some havoc in that Nigeria back line. The referee having plenty of discussions here with players from both sides about I guess once again his expectations about what he's looking for when this set piece comes in. They've gone short initially, now pitched into the area here, and it comes off a Morocco player last. Not too sure who it was that got the final touch, but it was a header that spanned quite a way over the bar though in the end, and not troubling Stanley Wabali much at all there in between the sticks. So back in possession now with the Morocco defence. It may have been LA Nowie that just got that final touch, but never looked like it was going to hit the target. And Diaz just goes down. The danger man for Morocco. Iwobi with the challenge, and free kick already taken by Walid Rejragi's side. Just approaching the 22nd minute here. Long ball from Morocco. Nigeria not dealing with it at the moment here, but El Kaabi has just given away a free kick. So will be a free kick to Nigeria in a very defensive position, just about 5 yards ahead of the D there. Just running into the back there of Bassi. Didn't really need to leave the foot out there, because he had the Nigerian defence on the ropes just a little bit. We just see a quick replay of Ademola Lookman's 20-yard effort that forced Yassine Bono into his first save of the night. 22 minutes gone then, so now just at the midway point of this first half, and whilst it's goalless, it's been an interesting affair. Just two very, very good sides, just at the moment kind of cancelling each other out, but it's certainly not been, you know, an ultra defensive game so far, like it kind of felt like when you were watching Egypt versus Senegal in the opening semi-final today. Going to be a throw for Morocco. Now into the 23rd minute. Nice first touch from Diaz. It was a challenge that came in there from Onyemaichi. It's going to be Hakimi to take the throw for Morocco. Finds El Kaabi. That's well defended by the Super Eagles, and they've now won a free kick well inside their own area. Basti going down. Foul committed again there by El Kaabi. Yeah, just running into his back there. He's always going to be given as a free kick. No yellow cards so far in this game, so no cautions, no early substitutions or anything like that. As we touched on before, it's kind of a case of a very good defence coming up against a very good attack. As we mentioned before, Morocco have conceded only one goal in this tournament so far. That was in their second group game, and that was a penalty kick as well. So they've not actually conceded a goal from open play at any point in this tournament. That was in their second group game where they drew 1-1 with Mali. Nigeria have scored 14 goals from their 5 games so far in this tournament. Conceded 4, but they haven't actually conceded a goal though since advancing past the group stage. They beat Mozambique 4-0 in the round of 16 before defeating Algeria very impressively 2-0 in the quarter-finals. So Morocco just knocking the ball back to Yassine Bono. Long ball from the Al Hilal goalkeeper. Now Morocco, the ball actually touches the referee there. I think we're going to have an uncontested drop ball in Morocco's favour. Referee inadvertently getting in the way of the ball. So Morocco in possession. They're just having to go all the way back to their defence here. Just fascinating to see who can get the first goal in this game. It's going to be absolutely vital, whoever gets it. So I would not be surprised at all if this game was to end in a 1-0 scoreline, but for which team it will go to, really do not know. It's a very, very close game, this. Very tight game, almost a bit like a chess match at the moment here. Now Nigeria back in possession. So far they've had Morocco have had 56 possession to Nigeria's 44 so far. Now Nigeria building the ball out from the back on this right hand side with Osai Samuel. Now to Bassi. Passes to his left. Finds Iwobi. Picks the ball up to the halfway line. Now with Ajayi. Up to Adams. Not seen too much of the ball so far. Onyedika. Nigeria looking to play a through ball there to the right hand side, but finds no one. Best of deliveries from Alex Iwobi. Bit of crossed wires there. And it'll be a throw in for Morocco, but in a very awkward position because it's right next to the corner flag on their left hand side. So a throw in for Morocco, in a very, very defensive position. And Nigeria regain possession here, just going all the way back to Babali. So they'll start from scratch on their next attack. Bassi to Onyeka. Now to Iwobi. We'll just go through the middle here now with Onyedika. Through ball into the 18-yard area, but just before they can fire a shot in, Moroccan defence more than equal to that and clear the ball away straight away before a shot can be even attempted. As we just approach the 28th minute of the game here. Looks as if Morocco have actually won a free kick, I think. Ball came off Brahim Diaz and it struck the hand of an opponent there, but good atmosphere here in the stadium. Of course, so much expectation on Morocco. And they've just got the ball up to the right hand side and they forced another corner here. Good work by Hakimi down that right wing. Forces the corner for Morocco. I think this is their third one of the game. They've all come from this right hand side and plenty of players in red shirts here inside Nigeria's 18-yard box as we await the corner to be taken. Both corners so far have just been directed straight into the area. Both been out swingers. This is no different. Bit of a better delivery this time, and Morocco have got a chance, but it's cleared away inside the 6-yard area from the Nigeria defence. It looks as if El Kabi had the opportunity there to strike from only around 6 yards out, but he was off balance and, well, he got a touch on the ball, but couldn't get the proper touch that he needed. Now Morocco with another opportunity with a glancing header that goes wide of the target. It's the danger man, Diaz. It's 2 attempts that he's had. But that time, just under a lot of pressure there from the Nigerian central defenders and couldn't get the connection that he wanted to. But, I think you'd have to say so far, Morocco just edging it. So if it was on points in a boxing fight, you'd say Morocco edging it at the moment on points. If being a more threatening side so far. Just try and get some more stats up for you as and when we can for this game. As we just wait for Bassi to play the ball out from Nigeria's back line. Now with Ajayi. Back to Bassi. Nigeria, I think, just slowing down the tempo just a little bit here. Maybe just in response to Morocco just being able to threaten a bit more than what Nigeria have done so far in this game. As Morocco now just receive possession here. They look to play an early ball down this left-hand side. It's cleared away in the end, but it's going to be a throw-in. Well, it's a throw-in that's actually gone to Nigeria. Taken quickly by Osai Samuel, Ajayi, Onyedika. To Nigeria's left-hand side with Bruno Onyemaechi. And that's a bit better here from the Super Eagles. They've just run into a bit more space. But yeah, just at that pivotal point, it's not the best of deliveries. And now they've given away a free kick. Akor Adams committing the foul there. just running into the back of Mazraoui. So in terms of the stats so far then, I know not everyone likes these kinds of stats, but for those who do, just a quick mention for the XG, so the expected goals so far. Nigeria with just 0.04, Morocco with 0.23, so Nigeria have had one shot, which has been on target, and Morocco with 4 efforts, but none of those have actually been on target so far, of course. Going to be another throw now for the Atlas Lions, 20 yards away from the corner flag on this left-hand side, into the 32nd minute of the game. It's going to be Ezal Zuli to take the throw on this left flank. Oh, he's about to, but he's now given it to Nusser Mazraoui. Quick 1-2, Mazraoui. And Morocco hook the ball into the centre of play there. Not most fluid of passes. And they've got to go all the way back to Bono. And Nigeria just trying to press the Moroccan defence as quickly as they can. They've just managed to win the ball inside the 18-yard area, just as Adebola Lookman was about to turn past his marker. Morocco were just able to clear the ball away. Just for a split second, it looked as if Lookman was about to have a clear view of goal there. And so even though Morocco have been the more threatening side so far, just a reminder that Nigeria absolutely in this game, and this has the potential to go all the way in this match now. Moroccan player has gone down, and the referee is going into his pocket for the first time, and the yellow card comes out, and as if it's been directed to Calvin Bassey. So that's the first yellow card then of this match. So Calvin Bassey booked just for a shirt pull there on Diaz, and so that's going to be a free kick to Morocco in a very, very good position, and their supporters know it's here inside the stadium. It's a free kick, must be incredibly close to the edge of the 18-yard area, so it's a free kick from around 20 yards out on the right of centre. So just confirmation, Calvin Bassey has been shown a yellow card, and that means actually that's a very significant booking, because if Nigeria reach the final, and of course they will actually have another game in this tournament even if they lose, because they would also go into the 3rd place playoff, it means Calvin Bassey will be suspended for the next game. So will that be the 3rd place playoff or the final? Of course that remains to be seen. So that's a significant yellow card that's been shown there. So we're still waiting for this free kick to be taken. It's going to be Hakimi to take, 20 yards out on the right of centre. Will he go for goal? And he may well do, or will he just direct it to flight the ball towards the edge of the 6-yard area? So Hakimi stands over the ball. Will he go directly for goal here? He does, and it just lands on the roof of the net. That was close there from Achraf Hakimi. He went for goal. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. Curling effort. Actually goes wide, but not by much at all. Only about a couple of yards wide of the target there. Had the goalkeeper Wabali at full stretch. But it still remains deadlocked here at 0-0 between Morocco and Nigeria. So 35th minute then, 10 minutes to go of this first half, plus any stoppage time. But we've not really had too much in the way of breaks so far in this game, as Lookman manages to play the ball in from the right flank just before it goes over the byline. But the Moroccan defence were able to clear the ball away. Now Ezal Zuli just goes down the left-hand side, takes a deflection from an opponent, and it's going to be a throw for Morocco, taken quickly. And as soon as it gets back into play, Ezal Zuli goes down. But Morocco play on here. player that has gone down is now back up. And so the Atlas Lions still just maintain possession. And the referee, I think he's just going to stop play now. And the injured player has now gone back down here. He's just sort of knelt down right next to where the touchline is. Just trying to see exactly who it is that's gone down here for Morocco. Let's have a look at the incident then. So it was a challenge that came in there from Osai Samuel. And it's the Moroccan 17, Ezal Zuli, who's just receiving the magic spray at the moment. So we're just waiting to see if he's going to be alright to continue here. So the game still hasn't restarted just yet. Now it is though, so it's an uncontested drop ball in Morocco's favour. And Ezal Zuli is now back on the pitch, so he is okay to continue here. Now Morocco with Ezal Zuli looking to play the ball in from the left hand side, 30 yards away from the corner flag. It's going to be another throw for the host nation. Now looking inside Bari from the left flank. Not a bad delivery. Just goes over the goalkeeper. Now Morocco will regain possession of the ball on the right hand side, close to the byline with Hakimi. And that's surely going to be a foul here, and it is. Just for a moment, the referee might wave play on for advantage, but now the free kick is taken quickly by Diaz. Delivery here, and it's, well, I say punched away, not really exactly punched away, kind of slapped away there by the goalkeeper, Stanley Wabali, and he's able then to gather the ball properly at the second attempt there. But Morocco back on the attack here, but the referee has just stopped play. And what has he stopped play for? I'm not too sure here. I think there's an issue here with part of his technology, and he needs to link up with the VAR officials for. So I don't think it's an incident on the pitch. Just something's gone amiss with his technology there. And so we've just got to stop in play here while the referee gets that sorted and has his technology repaired. And so we're just waiting for this match to continue here. So it looks as if it's going to be another uncontested drop ball in Morocco's favour, and the game restarts. So it's a fascinating game, this. It's not been, you know, it's not exactly been end to end, but it is quite an engrossing match here between two sides in who have had very, very good tournaments. Neither of these teams have lost a game. Managed to navigate their way past the group stages very nicely indeed, but now Morocco taking Nigeria very quickly on the counter. Brahim Diaz, 18 yards out, plays the ball into the 18-yard area. Morocco still have the ball in possession here, but that's good pressing from the Nigerian back line, and now they've got enough players just shoring up at the back there. But now Morocco play the ball again inside the edge of the 18-yard area, and the shot comes in, and it's palmed away by the goalkeeper, Stanley Wabali. Decent opportunity there for the host nation, but a very important save from Stanley Wabali at his near post, and it's not handled well here by the Nigerian back line. Saibari plays the ball back to the number 17, Abdi Ezal Zuli. Now back to Mazraoui on the left hand side of the defence. There's been no question Morocco have been the more threatening side. They've had the better chances, and now Nigeria just getting a bit frustrated here. They've been penalised for the foul that's come in there from Adamola Lookman, just bundling into the back of an opponent as Nigeria look to break. Just having another look at the shot that came in. It was a decent save. You'd still expect the goalkeeper to save it, but an important stop nonetheless. Nigeria just haven't been able to, you know, keep hold of the ball much. At the moment, the possession stats are currently 56 to 44. in favour of Morocco. I'd say within the last 10 minutes. Must be something more like 65 to 35 to the host nation. Nigeria really haven't seen much of the ball at all in the past 10 minutes. Now, Morocco have had 6 shots in total, with 1 on target. Nigeria with just the 1 shot, but it was on target. It did force Yassine Bono into a decent save. Now Nigeria though on the attack now. Osai Samuel, good run, 25 yards out from the goal line. Plays the ball to the left-hand side, but that's a poor pass. Morocco will now look to play the ball out from back here, but again, it's a poor pass now from the Atlas line's perspective. Can Nigeria take advantage of that? Now with Onyemaichi, Onyedika. Now to the left-hand side, Bassi looking to play the ball in, and Morocco do well to prevent the corner kick from being delivered there. Now Iwobi goes past 1, goes past 2, plays the ball into the 18-yard area, manages to find Adams, but he's instantly ruled offside by the assistant referee, and that puts an end to... Oh, it looks as if the referee actually stopped play for an earlier handball there by Iwobi in the build-up. So the free kick is actually being given to Morocco for that reason. As we just approach the 43rd minute of the game, we're still waiting for the breakthrough in this match. You just know the opening goal, if we get one of course, is going to be absolutely vital in this game. So I really don't think there's going to be many goals in this at all. Two really good sides, both kind of cancelling each other out at the moment. No doubt Morocco just edging it, just in terms of attacking threat at the moment. It's going to be a defensive throw-in now for the Super Eagles to take. Bright Osai Samuel of Birmingham City takes it. Now passes out to Rafael Onyedika. That's the left-hand side of Nigeria's defence with Bruno Onyemaichi. Just goes down here. It'll be a free kick to the Super Eagles. Sorry, throw-in actually just behind the halfway line on Nigeria's left-hand side. If they could get a goal here, I mean, what a time to get it. Coming towards really the stroke of half-time here, now into the 44th minute. Be a fabulous time for Nigeria to score if they could. Horrible time for Morocco to concede if that was to happen, but at the moment still waiting for the deadlock to be broken here. So 90 seconds to go then before we find out how much stoppage time there will be, and I don't think there'll be too much. See, maybe I think just 1 yellow card so far. Not really too much in the way of injuries, or not had any need for VAR to be involved in this game, so I don't think there'll be too much in the way of stoppage time. It's just time for maybe one more chance for the deadlock to be broken, as Nigeria now play the ball down the right wing. And it is just kept in play by Adams. Delivers the ball in. Not much quality on it though. Not the best of clearances from the Moroccan defence. Throwing comes in from Osai Samuel. Comes out for another throw here for the Super Eagles. Just over 30 seconds to go before we find out how much stoppage time there is. I think arguably the best aspect of Morocco's play so far is that they've kept Victor Osimhen very, very quiet indeed. He's barely touched the ball, to be honest. The Nigeria captain and striker, fabulous player. Playing for Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League. Now a delivery comes in from Akor Adams, but that's an awful delivery. It'll go out of play for a Moroccan throw-in on the right-hand side of their defence, and it's just going to be 1 minute of added on time here, so just the solitary minute of stoppage time. As we just await for the throw-in to be taken by Hakimi. He's taking his time here. Just a reminder, of course, of this being the semi-final. If we are level after 90 minutes, we would go to 30 minutes of extra time, and then if still level after that, a dreaded penalty shootout. I think we've only seen one shootout so far in this competition, and I was on commentary duty for that one, so I do have previous for penalty shootout drama at the end of the game in this tournament. Just a few seconds to go then. This foul is given away by Morocco, and it's going to be a defensive free kick for Nigeria to take. Brighter side, Samuel still down, by the way. As Akor Adams just in discussions with an official there, but now Sai Samuel is up, and the half-time whistle goes. So we're still waiting for the deadlock to be broken here, but it is a fascinating game regardless, and you just know the first goal of this match is going to be absolutely crucial. So I would say the closest we've come to the deadlock being broken was from Morocco's star man Brahim Diaz. He had an effort going just narrowly wide, and that's the closest we've come. So don't worry, we will be back just before the start of the second half, but we'll now have about a 10 to 12 minute break here at half time in this Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. It's Morocco 0, Nigeria intriguing opening 45 minutes nonetheless. So the deadlock still hasn't been broken, but I think it is fair to say that Morocco have looked the more threatening so far in this game. So I know we mentioned before, no, not everyone is a big fan of the XG stat, but in terms of expected goals, Morocco with 0.33 in that first half, with Nigeria only on 0.04, so they only had one shot in total. It was on target though, and it forced Yassine Bono into a decent save. Morocco, on the other hand, have had the host nation, so he's looking to make it 6 in 6 in tonight's game, and he came very, very close relatively early on in the game and saw his opportunity to go just a couple of yards wide of the post. So we've just got the second half underway now, so Morocco in their home strip, so red shirts and green shorts. Nigeria in their away strip, they're all in white for this game. So Nigeria now shooting from right to left, as I see it, and Morocco shooting from left to right here at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat in Morocco. Of course, the Atlas Lions are the hosts for this tournament, and so naturally huge amount of pressure on them, especially with the form that they have been in as well. Not just this year, but in the past few years. Of course, they had a remarkable run to the semi-finals of the most recent FIFA World Cup as well, back in late 2022. It has been 50 years since Morocco last won an Afcon title, so will they be able So no substitutions, as there is a free kick now for Morocco just behind the halfway line, inside their own half on the right of centre. It's just taken by Aguero. Now to Hakimi, who's seen plenty of the ball on the right hand side for Morocco. He's always looked dangerous when he has got into the final semi-final here. If we're level after 90 minutes, we would then go to a 30 look at some of the VIPs up in the stands here. We've got former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger watching on at Bruges. So Morocco will play the ball out front the back then, starting with Bono. Now Hakibi, Morocco captain. So Morocco just lose the ball here in the... they've actually won a free kick. Didn't even the referee's whistle go there, but Morocco take the free kick very quick inside their own half, just inside their own half, a little bit too quick for everyone else's liking, but then Nigeria lose the ball very cheaply indeed, and Morocco have got a chance here just inside the 18-yard area, and it's tipped around the post there by the Nigeria goalkeeper Stanley Wabali, and Wabali reacts by, not sure if he's going berserk at the referee or at his own players there, but Morocco with a real chance. Ball was steered in by Ezal Zuli. I think it was going wide anyway, but obviously the goalkeeper was not to know that. He had to make sure, and he tips the ball around the post. I think the goalkeeper was actually having a pop at the referee there. He was certain that Nigeria should have had a free kick in the build-up, and now just a few heated words there between opponents, but it's going to be corner kick now to Morocco. So the first corner then of this second half, and it's going to be from Morocco's right hand side here, now into the 53rd minute. Corner comes in, headed away by the Nigerian back line. Now played away properly here, goes all the way just over the halfway line. Now Morocco looking to keep the ball just with Saibari. Saibari scored in Morocco's quarter-final victory, that 2-0 win over Cameroon. Got the second and decisive goal late on in that game. And Morocco just entering just inside the 18-yard area, but that's very well defended there by Calvin Bassey, who's got to be careful, by the way. He's the only player that's on a yellow card currently, and it's a very significant yellow card as well, because if Nigeria reach the final, Calvin Bassey will be suspended for that Afcon final. Of course, if Nigeria lose, or indeed if Morocco lose, they do still have another game in the tournament, because there is also a third place playoff, but of course it will mean a lot more if the game they miss is the actual final itself. So now into the 54th minute, and it's just with Wabali, the Super Eagles goalkeeper, plays his club football for Chippa United. Just a short throw to Ajayi. Quick link up there between himself and Onyedika. Still very much feel, well, the second half in particular kind of feels like a chess match at the moment. Still get the feeling both teams just kind of working each other out. As we mentioned before, Nigeria heading into this game, in their 5 Afcon games so far, they've scored 14 goals. But at the moment, finding this Moroccan defence a very tough nut to crack at the moment. So the Nigerian back four just trading passes just between themselves here. Bassi to Ajayi, and back to Bassi again. Ajayi once more. Now Asai Samuel plays the ball to the left hand side, manages to find Onyemaichi. Now Onyeka tries to get the ball in here, and it just lands on the roof of the net. Doesn't take a deflection, so it's going to be a goal kick for Bono to take. Good defending there from LA Nawi. Yeah, the ball lands on the roof of the net, so goal kick already taken here by Bono. 10 minutes gone then in this second half. Still waiting for the deadlock to be broken in this crucial Afcon semi-final. Attempted through ball to try and put El Kabi through. Just a little bit too much purchase on it, and Wabali is able to collect the ball. I think El Kabi would have been offside anyway. Just a reminder, VAR is present and active in this match, but we've not had any need really for VAR to be used at all so far in this game. Still potentially a very long way to go. Of course, this match could go all the way to extra time and penalties if needed. So the Super Eagles just trading passes just between their back line again. Now all the way back to Wabali. Because the longer this goes, as deadlocked at 0-0, just the more important this first goal becomes. And you can just tell both teams are more than aware of that. Kind of feels like both teams just desperate not to make a mistake at the moment. It's Morocco trying to attack now, just on this right-hand side. Hakimi getting into a good position here. Now linking up with Diaz. Diaz tries, well, I think he tried a cross. Ended up actually being a shot on target, which in the end was dealt fine, just by the goalkeeper, Wabali. It was going in, but I don't think he meant it, though. I think he did mean it as a cross to be floated in from the right flank, but at the moment no one can find a breakthrough. Even the Morocco top goal scorer in this tournament, Brahim Diaz, who's scored in every game so far in this tournament for the Atlas Lions, came very close on one occasion in the first half. Had another opportunity as well where he had a glancing header, but that went quite far wide in the end. And that first opportunity he had, that's certainly the closest either side have come to breaking the deadlock here. So I think 58 minutes gone, 0-0, and I think both head coaches are going to have to start looking into what they can do from the bench here, because it really is just stalemate at the moment. There's no doubt Morocco were the most threatening team in the first half, but the second half so far has been very, very tight indeed. Not much in it at all. I think both Valid Rezragui and Eric Scheller are going to have to start looking at what they can do from the bench here. Bearing in mind, they could have an extra 30 minutes and penalties to play. Morocco just with the possession on the left-hand side, now playing the ball into a central area, about 25 yards from the goal here. Can they find a way to unlock this Nigerian defence? Ball just to the left of the 18-yard area. Now with Diaz, just can't quite get past Asai Samuel. There's good defending there from the fullback. Oh, and it's given us a free kick. I'm not too sure about that from the referee. I think it was very soft indeed, but and you can tell Nigeria's number 2, right, Asai Samuel, very unhappy, but I guess just the referee seeing it, that was just too much tugging of the shirts there as they were battling for the ball. And it's a free kick in a good position here for the Atlas Lions. And it's already an electric atmosphere, but if they were to score from here, the atmosphere would go to something else here. The volume would turn up to 11. We just await this free kick to come in then. So it's very close to the touchline on this left-hand side. But it's still pretty high up the Nigerian half. So very much a great opportunity here for the host nation to play the ball in. So it's going to be Ezal Zuli to take the free kick. Comes in now towards the near post, and just for a split second it looks as if Wabali had spilled the ball, but he has gathered the ball and held on to it. I think Ezal Zuli was possibly even going for goal there, which would have been very ambitious. But the goalkeeper held on to Eric Schellers and every Nigerian fan's relief. Nigeria went all the way to the final in the last Afcon tournament in 2023, where they lost there to the host nation in the final, the Ivory Coast. But for that tournament, it was almost like the Ivory Coast was just destiny for them to win it. There were so many occasions where the Elephants came close to going out of the competition and somehow ended up winning the whole thing, because they incredibly changed head coach after the group stage, and they ended up winning the tournament. Now we've just got a free kick here for Morocco, as we now just go past the... sorry, my apologies, it's actually a free kick onto Nigeria here. So just inside Morocco's own half, just past the hour mark. And instead of going long, they'll just go short here. So Iwobi, just a reminder, no substitutions have been made yet from either side. It's just so cautious, this game. It's almost like both head coaches almost afraid of making a change here. They're almost as if they want to see what the first move is from their opposition manager. Now into the 62nd minute. No changes, and still just the one yellow card so far. That was picked up by Calvin Bassey. Now to Iwobi on Nigeria's left wing. It's Bassey. Now Ajayi. Nigeria have won every single game they've played in so far. Morocco have won 4 and drawn 1 of their 5 matches so far. But in terms of competitive games, especially at home, Morocco have an incredible record in the last few years. And it's just going to be a free kick, I think, for Morocco inside their own 18-yard box here. Just need to replay exactly what happened there. I think, Victor Osimhen just running into Nusser Mazraoui. Mazraoui just took quite a nasty tumble there over the back of Osimhen. Oh, goodness me, could easily have landed on his head there. Just managed to avoid it though, so thankfully Mazraoui's not seriously hurt at all. So I'm just waiting for this game to restart here. And of course, the longer this game goes on, with the score deadlocked at 0-0, the more the nerves ramp up. Not just for the host nation and for their fans of the host nation here inside the stadium, but for Nigeria's travelling supporters as well. And the ball was just fed back to Stanley Wabali. He was just able to clear the ball away for the Super Eagles. Almost got caught out there. So Morocco takes the throw in early on from this left-hand side. Ball pitched in, but not much quality on it, and it's a comfortable catch for Wabali to make. So now into the 64th minute here, still 0-0 between Morocco and Nigeria in this Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. And the winner of this match will play Senegal in Sunday's final after a late Sadio Mane goal edged Senegal to a 1-0 victory over Egypt. And so Senegal are in the final, but who will they meet there in Sunday evening's match? Will it be the Atlas Lions or the Super Eagles? The free kick given away once again by Akor Adams is given quite a few fouls away. The Sevilla forward. So a defensive free kick for Morocco to take. Just looking to find some space here on this left-hand side with Mazraoui. He's got some space to work into. Not been many times we've been able to say that for either side. And they've played the ball, well, looking to play a through ball in the middle, I think, to try and find Ayoub El-Kabi, the Olympiacos forward, but nowhere near him in the end, and it's just very routine for Stanley Wabali to deal with, and Nigeria will play the ball out from the back here. So now with Iwobi just sitting right in front of the Super Eagles defence. Ball runs out of play, comes off a Moroccan player last, off Ezal Zuli. Still no changes from either side. You've got to think something's got to be done soon, because at the moment, in particular this second half, it's just stalemate. There's just nothing in this game at all. They're both cancelling each other out. You just, at the moment, you just get the feeling that within the 90 minutes anyway, one of these teams are going to end up creating a golden opportunity, and the big question is, can they take that opportunity? And the referee, I think it's just given a free kick to Nigeria. Pretty soft, it has to be said. Just a little push there from Ezal Zuli on Osayi Samuel. I think Ezal Zuli was particularly happy with that decision. I think, in fact, pretty fortunate to actually escape a booking, because he did boot the ball away in frustration, so kind of amazed he's not actually received the yellow card there, Ezal Zuli. So, Nigeria take the free kick short. Now they've managed to gain possession inside Moroccan half. Now with Onyemaichi, managed to play the ball into the area. So it's going to be a throw for the Super Eagles in a good position here on the left-hand side. Can they create something here? Because now 3/4 of our way into the game, into the 67th minute here. Iwobi just finding some space on the left of centre, is allowed to run into the 18-yard area. Can Osimhen get an opportunity? No, he can't. He turns with the ball, but he was unable to control it. Ball ran away from him, and a very grateful Yassine Bono dives onto the ball there. As we've touched on before, Morocco's defence have been superb in dealing with Victor Osimhen, as Morocco look to play the ball long up top here, trying to find El-Kabi. A bit too much weight on it, and he can't quite reach the ball. And now we've just got a collision here between Nigeria's goalkeeper Wabali, and I think it's Bassi that's gone down as well. Came right from the goalkeeper's distribution. Long ball played in for El-Kabi to get to, but his header just had a bit too much weight on it, and Bassi ended up inadvertently running into his own goalkeeper there. Just have a look here, just how big the collision was. I think they'll both be okay. So Bassi and his fellow teammate Wabali just getting up now, and they're both going to be fine to continue. And Wabali now just G'ing up his teammates here, just trying to get things going. You can tell it's nervy, nervous times here. So much pressure on Morocco as the host nation, and as a team in superb form in recent years. Of course, had such an amazing run in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. So they did, very surprisingly, they went out in the round of 16 in the 2023 Afcon, but they've been in incredible form in the last couple of years. It's been so long since they last lost a competitive game actually at home in Morocco. But, the Super Eagles now just with a little bit of space on this right hand side. Onyeka well inside Morocco's own half, and just gradually Nigeria just finding a bit more possession here inside their opponent's half. Nigeria do really well to keep the ball through the number 13, Onyemaichi. Oh, and well, the assistant referee has actually ruled that the ball went out of play, I think, much to his disbelief. So it's going to be a goal kick for Bono to take for Morocco. Still no changes, by the way, from either side. Just a reminder, they're within 90 minutes, they're allowed to make up to 5 substitutions. Then you can make an additional one if you do go into extra time. So we're just waiting for this game to restart here. I think just some confusion as to whether it's actually a free kick that's being given by the referee. I think it's actually going to be a throw-in. I think everyone looks a little bit bemused here, but it's going to be a throw-in. So Hakimi will take for Morocco in a very defensive position here. Still waiting for the ball to be released. So just edging into the 71st minute. Still Morocco 0, Nigeria 0. Hakimi then now clears the ball away. Poor distribution though. Goes straight out of play. Now it will be a throw for the Super Eagles to take. It's going to be taken by Onyemichi. Now Bassi to Ajayi. It's certainly been a game where defences have come out on top. Of course, this game could have been all so different if Morocco had scored after about 90 seconds. Now Nigeria just coming under a lot of pressure here from El Kaabi pressing. El Kaabi goes down inside the 18-yard area, but it definitely won't be a penalty. There was just so much pushing and shoving going from both players. And yeah, El Kaabi actually fouled Bassi in the end, so it's going to be a free kick for Nigeria inside their own half. Taken short. Iwobi now to Ajayi. Bassi, still the only player to be on a yellow card in this game. Now into the 72nd minute here at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat. Long ball now from the Nigerian back line. Doesn't work though. Easy for Morocco to deal with. Just get a sense that, you know, both their coaches have got to come up with something here from the bench. At the moment, it's just complete stalemate between these two sides. They've really cancelled each other out. There's no doubt Morocco had better of Nigeria in the first half, but it's been a complete stalemate in this second half after the interval. Not much in the way of clear-cut chances, but it is an engrossing match, obviously, considering the very high stakes on this game here. As Al-Zuli, that's a poor ball though. I think he's trying to find Hakimi on the right-hand side, but it's nowhere near him. Just wonder if maybe fatigue's just playing a part here. Of course, this comes right in the middle of another very, very busy season. Obviously, they've all played a lot of games in a short space of time. Just possibly wonder if fatigue may be playing a bit of a role here in this match. And ultimately, it's just this is a game between two very, very good sides. And I must say, I mean, it boggles my mind that this Nigeria side have not qualified for this summer's FIFA World Cup. And honestly, no idea how they've not done it. Morocco, on the other hand, qualified very, very comfortably indeed. Long ball from the Nigerian back line. Now finds Lookman. It's not been many occasions at all where he's had some space. He's been closed down immediately. And that's a poor pass though from Morocco midfield. Just wonder if this game might just stretch out just a little bit here as we start to reach into the latter stages of this game. Now with Adams looking to play a through ball into the 18-yard area. It's cleared away by the Morocco defence. Ball goes out of play and it'll be a throw-in to Nigeria. Iwobi. Bassi back to Iwobi. Bassi once more. Now inside Morocco's own half. Oh, it's a poor ball to give away though. Onyemichi, you can tell by his reaction, such a cheap way of losing possession there for Nigeria. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Hakimi to take in a very defensive position here for the host nation into the 75th minute here. Still no subs from either side. Got to be coming soon, you've got to think. Got to think that maybe just with the game so close right now, it's on an absolute knife edge, just maybe both head coaches just trying to go as long as possible without just, upsetting the balance one way or another. It's going to be vital, these changes, when they come in, how they're going to impact this game. Hakimi, now midway down the right wing here for Morocco, inside the Nigeria half, linking up with Diaz, who still had been kept quiet in the second half. We mentioned before, he did have a very good opportunity in the first, and it almost gave Morocco the lead. Now from this left-hand side, and that's the Nigerian defence there, having to concede the corner. Final touch coming from Onyemaichi. Nice delivery from the left-hand side from Ezal Zuli. It's not been often that we've seen, a ball actually delivered with quality from either flank. El Carnous looks as if he might take the corner here. Well, it looks as if someone else is going to come over now, but just a bit more threat there from the Atlas Lions. Into the 76th minute. Corner then for the hosts on this right-hand side. No one around him. It's going to be taken by Hakimi. Ball is steered wide, but who did it come off last here? I think it's been given as a Nigeria goal kick. Looks as if the last touch came off El Kabi. That will go down as a shot there, but not on target. Not seen much in the way of shots on target in this game. We'll try and come up with some stats for you as soon as we can here, just the very latest stats. So yeah, just overall, including both sides, there's only been 3 shots on target in this game, 2 from Morocco, 1 from Nigeria. Nigeria have still only produced an XG of just 0.05 so far in this semi-final. Morocco have produced 0.48. Now the Atlas Lions just running through the right wing here. Player goes down. I think the yellow card is going to come out now for the Nigeria 18, Rafael Onyedika. And so he's shown the booking, so that's the second yellow of the game. They've both gone to a Super Eagles player. So Onyedika shown the yellow. So that was a promising run there by Hakimi, the Morocco skipper. And so a free kick then is too far away to go directly at goal. Talking about 35 yards out on this right of centre. Looks as if Hakimi is going to take the game. But an opportunity here for, if they can get a delivery of quality, to maybe create some panic here in the Nigeria back line. So we're just waiting for this free kick to be taken. Of course, as the seconds tick by, the importance of this first goal just gains more and more significance. Delivery now comes in, initially headed away. It was quite a long way, almost to the halfway line, but Morocco still have possession here. On this left-hand side, can just get a delivery of quality in here, because we've seen very little of that from both teams, to be fair. Certainly from Nigeria, but I've not seen too many good crosses that have come in from Morocco either. And again, credit has to go, by the way, to Morocco's defence. I mean, Mastina and Aguerd have just been terrific in just keeping the likes of Osimhen and Lookman very, very quiet indeed. They're two very talented forwards. And they've not really done much at all in this game. Long range effort from Hakimi. Now some appeals there for a handball. There was only one other Moroccan player that was appealing
Nothing given from the referee. I'm sure VAR will check it, but play continues. Osimhen now with a rare touch of the ball. Looking to find Lookman, but cannot find Lookman, and is very frustrated there. And I get it, because he's barely had any time on the ball. So whenever he's in possession, he's got to make the most of it, because this Moroccan defence, I mean, the tactics have been superb in terms of just nullifying that Nigerian attack, but Morocco just can't make the breakthrough at the other end either, because Nigeria's backline has been almost just as good. Now in a delivery here from El Carnous, just finding Ezal Zuli on this left hand side, goes down, referee says play on. Morocco still have possession on this left wing, just 5 yards away from the corner flag. Good defending though from Onyeka, plays the ball away, but only to back to Morocco's back line. And this left of centre, about 25 yards away from the goal line, and foul comes in from the Nigerian number 18, Onyedika. He's got to be careful, because of course he's on a yellow now as well. And so it's a free kick for Morocco in a pretty decent position. Just seeing, by the way, a replay of that possible handball there from Calvin Bassey. Comes off his hip before it hits his hand, so I don't think there was any way at all that Bassey could have avoided handling the ball. We'll see if VAR do look into that any further though. But it is still going to be a free kick though, in a decent position here for Morocco nonetheless, as we now move in to the 82nd minute, and it really is, I mean, it's in a very big game right from the off, and a very serious game as well, but now we really are in the tense stages of the match. So much at stake. Place in the Afcon final at stake here for the winners. Nigeria are 3-time African champions, not won it since 2013. Morocco have won it just the once, but that was way back in 1976, 50 years ago. Now Nigeria are on a counter here. Adams. Oh, but again, the end product, just the delivery, the final delivery, whenever they're attempting a through ball or, you know, a cross in from the left or right flank. It's been of a very poor quality, it has to be said. And it really has let Nigeria down in particular. Now Morocco can go on the counter, playing the ball up to El Karbi. Does well to keep the ball. They could go for goal from 20 yards out, and it's just spilled out by Stanley Wabali. But he does enough to prevent Morocco from taking the lead. And then it's, well, a very ambitious attempt from around 25 yards out. That goes a long way wide. The shot in the end came in from Ezal Zuli. Actually just bounced just in front of the goalkeeper. And to be fair, that did make it, it made that effort about 10 times more difficult to actually go and save. In the end, he actually does well to palm the ball away at such an angle, where it then made it difficult for Morocco to get a rebound in. Now, we're finally going to see our first substitution of the game. It's taken 83 minutes. We've now seen the first substitution. So, Simon has replaced Onyedika for Nigeria. I'm just wondering if Onyedika's recent yellow card has played a big role in that decision being made there from the head coach, Eric Scheller. It looks as if we're about to see a double change for Morocco. So just the one change for Nigeria. So just confirmation there that Rafael Onyedika has been replaced, and he's been replaced by Moses Simon, who plays his club football for Paris FC in Ligue 1. We should get confirmation of the double switch for Morocco very, very soon. So Tajalin has come on for El Karbi. That's a big call, because El Karbi has scored 3 goals in this tournament already. So Tajalin on for El Karbi, and Igamani is on for El Carnous. So confirmation of that Morocco double switch there. Late on in the game, 84th minute. El Carnous off. He's been replaced by Igamani.
and Tajaleen has come on for El Karbi up top. So 6 minutes to go. Has to be said, we've not really had that much in the way of stoppages. Not really been much in the way of anything in the line of VAR controversies where there's been breaks in play. Not really much in the way of injuries either. So I don't think we're really going to see all that much stoppage time, to be honest with you. Nigerian possession in the latter stages then of this game. Now into the 85th minute. Long ball played up top, trying to find Osimhen in some space, but any time Osimhen has got near the ball, it must feel like there's 4 Moroccan players around him at the same time. He's barely seen the ball. Bassi, a lovely header just at the halfway line. Now Nigeria keep the ball here. I think Bassi is a real contender to be man of the match so far in this game. Still a long way to go though, potentially. Now the Super Eagles looking to burst down with some pace on that right hand side. They've done well to win a throw-in. That was better from Adams. But just a reminder of those substitutions again. So 2 changes for Morocco. El Qarnous and El Karbi replaced by Igmani and Tajaleen. And Moses Simon has come on for Rafael Onyedika for Nigeria. Now with Onyemaichi looking to play the ball into Simon, who's just come on. Comes off a Morocco player last. So throw in for Nigeria. It's going to be taken by Onyemaichi on this left hand side, about 30 yards away from the corner flag. It will be. Now to Bassi. Now just every Nigerian outfield player just inside Morocco's half goes for a long ball, but Lookman unable to chase it down. Kind of been the story of their game so far. And it's going to be a goal kick for Bono to take. So I must say it's hard to see where a goal's going to be scored here. This second half has been so tight. There's really not been much in it at all in this second half in particular. And you just wonder where the breakthrough's going to come from here. So we're into the 87th minute. Goal kick taken by Bono. That's a poor goal kick. Really poor. Goes straight out of play. He's got to do better than that. Really has to in this kind of game, in this situation here. Can't just give possession away that freely. Because whilst they've been quiet, Nigeria absolutely have the tools up front to cause maximum damage very, very quickly with the likes of Lookman, with the likes of Osimhen and Adams up front. Now the Super Eagles just trading passes along their back line here. Ajayi to Bassi. Bassi goes long. Nigeria, I think, just going a bit more direct now. Looking to find Simon. And he's given away a foul. Kind of laughs at the referee's decision there in bemusement, but he's adjudged to have fouled his opponent there. A wry smile on the face there of the Nigeria head coach, Eric Scheller. And they're edging ever closer to the 90th minute, and still we wait for the deadlock to be broken. Morocco 0, Nigeria 0. Oh, it's going to be fascinating to see who would come out on top. Morocco's brilliant defence or Nigeria's brilliant forward line. At the moment, we're still waiting to see which one will come out on top here. And the hosts just playing the ball through the middle. Looking for a through ball here, trying to find Diaz, but can't quite reach it. And the ball is gratefully claimed there by Wabali. There's Saibari with the... it was a lovely idea, almost executed it to perfection. But Nigeria's... I mean, we've given Morocco's defence a lot of praise, but Nigeria's defence has been superb as well. And that man on the ball now, Calvin Bassi, I think for me so far he's been my man of the match. I think he's been absolutely superb in this game, the Fulham defender. Now with Onyeka. to Asai Samuel. Iwobi loses the ball though in midfield. Now back to the Atlas Lions midfield. Do just wonder as well how much fatigue is now going to start to play a part in this game. Less than 60 seconds to go then before we reach the 90th minute. Waiting for a delivery to come in here. As Alzuli into the 18-yard area, plays the ball towards the far post. Only just headed away there by Onyemaichi. Comes out to Diaz on that right-hand side. Hakimi plays the ball into the 18-yard area. Nigeria's defence just being posed some questions here. Oh, and that's surely going to be a foul. It is. And yeah, it's going to be a free kick to Nigeria inside their own 18-yard area. Just for a moment, it looked like Morocco might be able to create some space to get a shot in a very dangerous area. I must say as well, to know where we've spoken a lot about how Morocco's defence has kept Lookman quiet and Osimhen quiet, but to be fair, Nigeria's defence has been excellent in nullifying the threat of Diaz overall. Now we had that opportunity that almost went in early in the first half, but aside from that, they have also kept him pretty quiet as well. So 3 minutes of stoppage time then. So we've already played 30 seconds, so 2.5 minutes to go. If we don't get a goal, we're going to go to extra time here at Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat. We could be going all the way here in this Afcon semi-final. Just over 2 minutes to go. Again, you just feel like both sides just so nervous, I think, of just making the wrong move, of making a mistake and allowing the opposition to take the win. Now Simon, that's a good delivery in from the left hand side, looking to find Osimhen 25 yards out from goal, but it's a poor pass though from Victor Osimhen. Tries to win the ball back, and he does so. That's brilliantly won back there by Osimhen, and that's been his best contribution so far in this game. Wins possession back for his nation. Now to Simon, plays the ball in, no quality though, and it just runs out to Bono, and he'll take those all night long. So just over a minute to go then, and looks as if we're about to go into extra time here in this Afcon semi-final between in terms of the FIFA World Rankings, the 11th best team in the world with the 38th best team in the world here. Morocco, the highest ranked team in this tournament, and again, facts like that have added even more pressure onto them finally breaking their duck and winning the Afcon for the first time in 50 years. Less than a minute to go. Foul there from Osimhen, just clipped the feet of Alzuli. Morocco take the free kick short. Now it's a big run here from Agued. Back to Morocco's back line. It's about 20 seconds to go. Now about 10 yards over the halfway line into Nigeria's half. Have we got time for one more chance? Of course, if a goal goes in now, that is it. That is the winner, surely. Free kick given away by Simon. Free kick taken quickly by Morocco. El Ainaoui from the right hand side. It's a decent ball, but it's hooked away by the Nigerian defence. And Morocco look to play a throw in very, very quickly. They've got to be quick. Diaz plays the ball back to El Ainaoui. Plays the ball in. Easily headed away though by Bassi. That should be it here for the 90 minutes, but we still go on. Now it's Adams on the ball for the Super Eagles, trying to find Osimhen. Osimhen's anguish there, the ball doesn't quite reach him. Not too sure why we're still playing here. We've gone over the 3 minutes, but now the full-time whistle goes. And so we're still no nearer to finding out who is going to play Senegal in Sunday's Afcon final. So we're just going to take a quick break here just to recharge the batteries just before we start our extra time coverage then. So we'll just end our coverage here, but we will be back in just about 2-3 minutes time, where we will give you uninterrupted coverage of extra time of this Afcon semi-final. So at full time after 90 minutes, it's Morocco 0, Nigeria. Not being broken here. Morocco was certainly the better side in the first half. They just couldn't take a couple of chances that came their way. But the second half was a real stalemate. You do just get the feeling that both sides are just so nervous about making an error. So of course, with the stakes so high now, any mistake could have huge consequences. So we're very close to starting extra time here at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat in Morocco. Of course, this is the host nation here. Morocco against three-time Afcon champions, Super Eagles. Last won the Afcon in 2013, 13 years ago. And of course, it's 50 years since Morocco last won the Africa Cup of Nations. Huge pressure on them going into this tournament.
Well, certainly since the start of the second half, it's just been such a stalemate. They've cancelled each other out here. And it is hard to see where a winning goal is going to come from, but extra time has now begun here. So Morocco in their home strip, so in their red shirts and green shorts. Nigeria in their away strip, white shirts and white shorts. And Nigeria kicking from left to right, from my perspective, in Morocco shooting from right to left inside a packed stadium. Of course, the vast majority hoping, praying for a Morocco winner. But, of course, Nigeria, huge nation. It's a football-mad country as well. A huge population. There'll be so many Nigeria fans. Maybe not in Morocco right now, not able to be at the stadium. That'll be watching and listening and hoping and praying that their side can find a way to unpick this very, very tight Morocco defence. So, extra time underway. Now with Ezal Zuli on this left-hand side for Morocco. Just looking to go past his marker here, Osai Samuel. Ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick here for the host nation. 2 minutes into extra time. As Ezal Zuli just managed to at least win the corner. It's always been a good battle between Ezal Zuli and Osai Samuel. Just waiting for the corner to be taken here by the Atlas Lions on this left-hand side. And we're just waiting for this corner to be delivered here by Hakimi. So no one around him. We've not seen any short corners so far in this game. Every single corner in this match has just been aimed into the 18-yard box. In fact, Nigeria haven't had a corner in this match, actually. This is Morocco's 5th. So just waiting for Hakimi to deliver the ball here. Long wait. Now it finally comes in. Aimed at the far post and not quite steered in. Not sure who got the final touch there. In fact, I think the ball might have even have been out of play before it was headed back into play. They actually cannoned back off the post there from Aguerd, the centre half. But I think the ball was actually already out of play before he actually got the header in, before it then hit off the woodwork. So Nigeria, from the free goal kick, starts a new attack from scratch. Has to be said, I mean, it's been a very, very good defensive performance from Nigeria, but yeah, I say they've not offered much in attack, but they've not really been allowed to offer much in attack. It's been a rock-solid defensive performance from Morocco. Nigeria with only 2 shots so far in the entire game, and just one of those on target. Morocco have had 12 shots, but only 3 on target. So we've not really seen much in the way of clear-cut chances in this match. Now we've got a free kick for Morocco just inside their own half here. It's going to be it's the number 11, so it's a player that's only just recently come on here, has won it. Just waiting for the game to restart. Both managers giving urgent instructions here from the dugout area. So free kick taken short by the hosts. Aguerd to Massina. Now to Hakimi. I think all things considered, I'd say Hakimi has probably been Morocco's man of the match so far. I think I'd certainly give the man of the match to Bassi so far from Nigeria's perspective. I think overall I'd probably give it to Bassi as well. I think he's had a tremendous game right in the heart of the Super Eagles defence. Morocco just trying to find some space here on this left-hand side through Igamani.
Nigeria's defence just able to clear the ball away, but Igmani again from the edge of the 18-yard area, and he has a shot. It's steered about 3 yards wide of the target. It's an opportunity though. He actually dummies his way past his nearest opponent before going for a curling effort. Yeah, in the end it's probably about actually 4 or 5 yards wide, not as close as I initially thought. So 5 minutes into extra time, and still we await a breakthrough. Still goalless between the Atlas Lions and the Super Eagles. Iwobi just on the ball now, taking the ball over the halfway line. Passes the ball up to Onyemaichi on this left-hand side. He's had a pretty good game. Delivers the ball into the area, but it's cleared away straight away by Moroccan defence, by Wed. Now with Osai Samuel. And Nigeria have actually just won their first corner of the game. Very interesting. Can they do something here from the corner kick? It was Adams that has managed to win the corner. The last touch came from Mazraoui. So this is interesting. It's taken until the 7th minute of extra time, but Nigeria finally have their first corner of the game. They've only had 2 shots in the entire match, with just the one on target. But could they take the lead here through a set piece? They've not really been able to offer anything in terms of set piece so far. It's going to be Lookman to take, no one around him. It's going to be an outswinger taken right-footed. It's a poor corner, doesn't get past the first man, and it's headed away. And it will still be a throw-in for the Super Eagles as we just edge into towards the 8th minute of this first half of extra time. Throw-in arrives to Adams into the 18-yard area. Now, who did it come off last? 'Cause I think Nigeria might have just won themselves another corner here. Well, the replay clearly shows it came off Adams last, and yeah, it is going to be a goal kick to Morocco. That's definitely the correct decision. Now, it looks as if we're going to see a change here for Nigeria, and Deli Bashiru is going to come on for Adams. This is only Nigeria's second substitution of the game. So it's going to be the number 10, Fiseo Deli Bashiru. Plays his club football for Lazio in Italy's Serie A. So he's introduced then late on into this game. So it's confirmation of that second sub there for Nigeria. Deli Bashiru on for Adams. Up front for the Super Eagles. Saibari. And just plays the ball back to Igmani. Now to the spread over to the right hand side. Finds Hakimi. Links up with Diaz. He's been very quiet since the interval, hasn't he? He's not really had any space to work into to try and get a shot in since the interval, at least, anyway. Did have a couple of opportunities in that first half. El Nawi in the middle of play, just over the halfway line. Ball comes off the Nigerian number 13 last, Bruno Onyemaichi. So throw-in taken quickly by the host nation into the 9th minute of extra time here. Just got to think that somewhere along the line in this period of extra time, one of these sides are going to end up creating a golden opportunity, but you just don't know which team it's going to be. Who's going to hold their nerve here? And of course the big question is, when that golden opportunity comes, is that team going to take it? Because if we don't, there's only one other way that this game is going to be decided by. Delivery comes in from Morocco, just into the 18-yard area. El Nawi almost has an opportunity to get the ball and steer it towards goal. Has the ball hooked away, and then a shot comes in from 25 yards out. It's straight at Wabali in Nigeria's goal. And that final shot there just coming from Igmani. It's straight at the goalkeeper, not really all that much pace on it either. So Bassi, Ajayi, back to Bassi. And to the left-hand side of Nigeria's defence, Onyemaichi goes down. Foul committed by Diaz. A little bit surprised the yellow card hasn't come out there for Diaz. It was a cynical pull of the shirt to stop the attack dead in its tracks. Now Morocco are going to make another substitution here, getting ready to bring another player on. This will be their third substitution, and just wonder if they're going to take Brahim Diaz off. I think he is, you know. Brahim Diaz, that's a big call. That's a big call from the Morocco head coach, if that is the case here. I think there's just some confusion as to who actually is coming off. It did look as if it was going to be Diaz to come off. It's right, okay, it's not going to be Diaz. It initially really did look like he was about to go off the field there. He is now going to stay on. I think they're just going to wait, before they make this third substitution, because they're going to wait to see what happens with this Nigeria free kick that Lookman is going to take. Way too far to be hit directly at goal. We're talking probably just over 35 yards out. But it's going to be flighted in towards the edge of the 18-yard box here. And Nigeria have put plenty of bodies up the pitch, but it's a poor free kick, I must say. You don't want to sound too harsh here, but the end delivery of crosses from both sides has been really poor in this game. We'd certainly hope for better in a semi-final of such a big and prestigious tournament, but the quality of the crosses have been very poor, it has to be said, from both teams. As Nigeria, with their defence, now to Iwobi on the halfway line, looks to play the ball up top here. In the end, Osai Samuel loses the ball, but it's going to be a free kick to Morocco. And now they are going to make this third change. Because every substitution now is crucial as to what impact it will have here, with the game completely deadlocked. So we're into the 103rd minute. Just looking to see who's come on there for Morocco. And just getting confirmation of that change. So it's Youssef Enesiri who's come on, plays his club football for Fenerbahce in Turkey. So 2.5 minutes to go then of this first half of extra time. And the prospect of penalties is looming ever larger. Igamani, he's certainly been quite involved since coming on, just around that left-hand side. Nigeria looks to break free down the right wing through Osai Samuel, who goes down. Is it going to be a free kick or a throw? Igamani there, and actually went in for the challenge. I think he's clipped him late. I think it's going to have to be a free kick for the Super Eagles, and it is. So it's taken short to Ajayi. Now Bassi, just on the outskirts of the centre circle. 2 minutes to go of this first half of extra time, and Nigeria just happy to keep trading passes between their defence here. Now with Onyemaichi, plays the ball up forward to Simon. Simon has some space on this left-hand side. It's a decent ball. Osimhen tries to control it inside the 18-yard area. Lookman looks for support. Lookman trying to keep the ball here for the Super Eagles. They've still got the ball just on the right-hand side of the 18-yard box, and it's going to be a corner here for the Super Eagles. The ball comes off Hakimi last. We've got a Nigeria player down here. To see exactly how that happened. So it was a good delivery though from Simon. Just wonder if Osimhen stayed. Is it Osimhen that's actually stayed down there? It's a lovely chest down. He was being marked so tightly, he couldn't then, wait for the ball to drop before he could actually get a shot in. Just wonder what the final decision is here from the referee. It looks as if it's going to be a goal kick then actually for Morocco, or a free kick. I think what's happened is it's a free kick to Morocco for the high boot from Osimhen. It's a little bit harsh, but it's going to be a free kick then to Morocco. So Osimhen lifted his boot up high,
to try and reach the ball as quickly as he could after he chested the ball down, but it's going to be a free kick then. And we're just seconds away from, well, the stoppage time period of the first half of extra time. So we're now into the 105th minute. Just trying to establish how much stoppage time there will be. Morocco just with the ball on the right wing, 25 yards away from the goal line. Now just passing it back to Igamani. That's the right hand side to Diaz. Coming up against Simon. Diaz looking to waltz his way past his opponent there. Still has the ball, but is forced to backtrack. There's going to be 1 minute of added on time. We're already 30 seconds of the way through that. Can Morocco create an opportunity here right at the stroke of half time in extra time? Now to Mazraoui in a central position this time, about 35 yards out. Saibari and to Igamani. Nice delivery in there from the left-hand side, but Nigeria's defence is just able to claw the ball away. Now Mazraoui plays the ball into the 18-yard area. Bassi goes down, and even if it's not a free kick, the goalkeeper has got the ball in his hands anyway. So just waiting for the distribution here, but we're not even going to have that from the goalkeeper as the half-time whistle has gone here in extra time. And it is still goalless. The deadlock cannot be broken here. Two sides that, well, certainly since the interval, have just completely cancelled each other out. Two very good sides that just simply cannot find a breakthrough. I think both defences have been superb for both teams. Morocco will certainly, I'd say, be regretting the couple of good opportunities that they had in the first half that they missed. Again, maybe only one of those you'd actually maybe describe as a clear-cut opportunity, but whilst it's half-time in extra time, we'll just keep this commentary running, so we'll not have any further pauses now. And of course, if it's still level at the end of extra time, we'll keep this commentary running without any breaks before we then move into the penalty shootout. So it's very, very tense now. Of course, it was tense even before this match started. Now it's gone to a whole other level. So just in terms of substitutions, by the way, I mean, Nigeria, must be said, it's pretty remarkable. They've only actually made 2 substitutions. Because we're now in extra time, we can still make up to 4 more substitutions here. They've only made 2 subs so far. Simon came on for Onyedika, and Deli Bashiru came on for Adams. Morocco can still make 3 more subs. And so far we've had Tajali on for El Kabi, Igamani on for El Kanous, and El Neziri on for Ezal Zuli. So they can still make 3 more here, but at the moment, both head coaches, Walid Rejregi and Eric Shelley, giving out the last-minute team talks here. But those team talks are now coming to an end, so of course half-time and extra time never lasts very long. And we're going to get started again very soon, so we're almost about to get underway for this second half of extra time. So if there's still no goal scored within the next 15 minutes plus stoppage time, we will be going all the way to penalties to find out who will play Senegal in Sunday's Afcon final. And of course, Flashscore will be providing live audio commentary coverage of that game. Sunday evening, I think kick-off, I believe, is at 8 o'clock, I think, but I'll just need to double check that one. That's 8 PM UK time. And so we're just waiting for the second half to get underway here then of this extra time period. It doesn't look as if there's any further substitutions. Again, a little bit surprised about that. And so the second half of extra time now gets underway here. And Moses Simon already going way down that left-hand side. certainly been lively since coming on, but as has been the case for so many players, they've just not really had much space to work in to try and create some danger. So just checking this here. So yeah, we've only had one penalty shootout so far in this tournament. We'll just come back to that later, as Morocco just on the counter here, looking to break with Diaz on this right-hand side. Of course, this well, could well be the first game for Morocco in this tournament that is not scored in. And we've just got a Nigerian and Moroccan player down here, just inside the Nigeria half. Seeing who's gone down. It's Diaz for Morocco, and it looks as if it's Ajayi that's gone down for Nigeria. So they're just being treated at the moment here. But yeah, we've only had one penalty shootout so far in this tournament. That came in the round of 16 between Mali and Tunisia. A very dramatic game, that one. Certainly a very dramatic ending to the 90-minute period. And Flashscore, I think, have covered every single Afcon game in terms of live audio commentary, certainly every knockout game anyway, and I was on commentary duty for that game. So I'm just wondering if I'm going to be covering another penalty shootout, only the second one in this tournament. So I was on the mic when Mali dramatically defeated Tunisia on penalties. Now, we've just had a substitution here for Morocco, and it's a very significant one as well. So Brahim Diaz has gone off, and he's been replaced by Akamash. So Brahim, I think more than anything, Brahim Diaz has gone off. He looks absolutely exhausted, it has to be said. Just wondering if he might have possibly picked up a knock as well. But he's been replaced. So Brahim Diaz is off, and he's been replaced by the number 16, Ilyas Akmac, who plays his club football for Villarreal in La Liga. But still, it's a bold call though, because you would have thought he'd certainly be one of the players to take a penalty if we do go to a shootout. So that's a big, big call there from the Morocco head coach, Walid Regragui. So just confirmation, Brahim Diaz off. So this will be the first game in this tournament, in his tournament, where he hasn't scored a goal. So he's been replaced by Akamac. So we're now into the 109th minute. Morocco, just from the centre of their defence. Now with Mazraoui, now Saibari. Just got to think as well, all but one of Morocco's goals in this tournament have been scored by Diaz and El Kaabi, and both of those players are now not on the field. And you just wonder if maybe there's almost a resignation that this game is going to go to penalties here. So Brahim Diaz has scored 5 in this tournament for Morocco. El Kaabi has scored 3. Both have now been substituted. Now Nigeria, just on the counter, with Deli Bashiru. Again, Nigeria have made only 2 substitutions. Just a reminder, they could still make another 4 here. I'm amazed that they've not made more subs, as if just to get some fresh legs into the team. And they've brought the ball up towards the 18-yard area, but it's cleared away by the Morocco defence pretty easily. And Nigeria will just knock the ball back to Wabali into the 110th minute. So 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. And if we still haven't got a goal, we are going to go to a penalty shootout to decide which nation will meet Senegal in the Afcon final on Sunday evening. So we've just got a Nigeria player down. A bit of a confrontation here. Onyemaichi just having a little bit of coming together with Akamac, who's only just come on. Just wonder, because we're just looking at Brahim Diaz now, just wonder if it's just more of a fitness issue more than anything. Just wonder if he has actually just picked up a little bit of a knock, and Regragui has just thought there's no way he could risk it, of course, if Morocco
So if they do get to the final, they really need the likes of Brahim Diaz starting that game. So of course this has been a hell of a difficult game for Morocco, and if they do get past Nigeria, it's just going to be another incredibly difficult game against Senegal. Morocco and Senegal are the two highest ranked teams in this tournament. Morocco ranked 11th, Senegal ranked 19th. So going by world ranking, that is the final that you would expect to have, just going by the FIFA World Ranking system. You just tell both teams getting really leggy here, and possession being lost and shared between both sides in midfield. But Morocco, again, just through the number 7, Igamani. Well, it's just given away a foul though. It's getting really scrappy, as you can imagine now. This game, really scrappy. Obviously a mistake now, or of course a moment of magic will probably be the difference, and if not, we're going to go to a penalty shootout. 9 minutes, well, 8.5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time here. Bassi plays the ball up to Nigeria's central midfield. Now to Ajayi. He's trying to find Deli Bashiru on that right hand side. Long ball pumped up here by Bono. Just in terms of stats, by the way, obviously so long played, and I must say, what is remarkable here, 0-0 so far into extra time. Nigeria have still only had 2 shots in the entire game. They've still only produced an XG of 0.05. They've only had 1 shot on target. Morocco's XG is 0.74, but of course not many of their shots have actually forced Stanley Wabali into a save. In a real chess game of a match here, who's going to come out on top. Morocco just in possession now on the left hand side, playing it back to their central defence here with Aguerd and Messina. Both had tremendous games right at the heart of the Atlas Lions defence. Into the 113th minute, Aguerd to Hakimi. Morocco might just start to go a bit more direct here, because there's got to be some very tired legs. Easily defended though by Nigeria's defence. Ball just comes loose though, and the referee is going to give a free kick to Morocco in a fairly decent area. Foul committed by Lookman. Doesn't look very amused by the decision, but it was a bit of a shove, fairly needless, and it is going to be a free kick to the host nation then. Probably talking about 30 yards out. I don't think they will go for goal from here. They might do. So now into the 114th minute, still goalless between Morocco and Nigeria in what has been, well, certainly from the second half onwards, a very, very tense and tight semi-final in this major tournament. So if Hakimi is going to take the free kick, he's gone for goal before, but that was from a much closer angle. So he's flighted the ball into the 18-yard area, comes out to the left-hand side, collected by Igamani, comes up against the number 2, Osai Samuel. Ball floated in, great header from Bassi. He's been absolutely brilliant for the Super Eagles. Now Morocco hook the ball in towards the 18-yard area. Shot comes in, but it's blocked by the Super Eagles defence. Nigeria try and counter. So the ball is collected by Mazraoui on the left-hand side of Morocco's defence. Just some space is beginning to emerge here. Ball is flighted in just to the right-hand side of the 18-yard area, but that's very well defended there by Moses Simon. And Simon just being penned in towards his own corner quadrants there. He's done really well to deal with that. There's another loose ball though from Nigeria's midfield, but Morocco can't hold on to the ball either. And possession is just getting shared around. It's getting very, very scrappy, and it's so hard to see where a winner's going to come from. It just feels like it's almost like destiny. It's, the game is going to have to go to penalties here. None of these sides can find a breakthrough, no matter what they try. So, the ball is now just being passed around Nigeria's defence. Ajayi to Bassi and to Onyeka. Looks if Morocco are going to bring on a sub whenever the ball next goes out of play. So just over 4 minutes to go. And obviously you've got to think now any substitutions that are being made now have got to be being made with penalties in mind. Morocco just regain the ball in the centre of midfield. Referee just needs to move out of the way there. And Nigeria have now regained possession in the centre of midfield. Lookman plays the ball up to Simon. Simon plays the ball in, and it's cleared away by the Morocco defence. Of course, a goal now will surely be the game winner. You would think, surely. And you've just got to think, is this Nigeria's moment here? They've actually committed now every outfield player inside Morocco's half. Ball comes in from the left-hand side, headed away initially by the Moroccan defence, but the loose ball will be collected by Onyeka. Now to Osai Samuel. Ball comes off Morocco player last. It's going to come off Igamani. And now Onuachu is going to come on for Osimhen. That's interesting. Osimhen is going to come off. You would have thought Osimhen would have taken one of the penalties. But Victor Osimhen, the Nigeria captain, is going to be replaced here by Paul Onuachu. And so that's a very late change. So clearly that's got to be a substitution being made with penalties in mind. So the Nigerian number 19, Paul Onuachu, is going to come on. Currently plays his club football in Trabzonspor, for Trabzonspor in Turkey. So it's a little bit of a surprise, given that Osimhen has been, has been leading the line for almost the full 120 minutes, but is not going to take one of the penalties. You've got to think that Paul Onuachu will take one of the spot kicks for Nigeria. Now we've also got a very late change here for Morocco as well. Ben Seguir has come on for Saibari. So Ben Seguir on for Saibari. Now it's a long throw then from Nigeria. Just goes into the 18-yard box. Flicked on header. Puts the ball in. It's going to go wide. But Bono collects the ball before it goes out of play. And he distributes the ball quickly. Now that is a much better delivery from the goalkeeper. But still, Nigeria's defence is on top. And they'll just play the ball back to Wabali. And both goalkeepers know that within the next 15 to 20 minutes, one of them is probably going to end up being an absolute hero here. And unfortunately, unless we get a goal within the next 90 seconds, someone is going to end up as the villain, where they can't find a net with their spot kick. Morocco just with the ball on the left-hand side, trying to play the ball up to Igmani. Cleared away though by Osai Samuel. 70 seconds to go then, plus stoppage time of extra time. Is there time just for one last push from one of these sides? Morocco going to go for it. Ball spread out to the right-hand side. Hakimi. That's a good delivery here, but it's headed away by the Nigerian back line. Then we've got a 20-yard opportunity, and it's a good save in the end by Wabali. And he did well to gather the ball before a Moroccan player could tuck away the rebound. Would have been a bit of a heart-in-mouth time there. I think given the circumstances, I think the goalkeeper did really well to hold on to the ball there. 30 seconds to go, plus stoppage time. Has to be said, both teams look shattered. Absolutely exhausted here. I think that must be the key reason why, Diaz has gone off for Morocco and Osimhen has now gone off for Nigeria. So 10 seconds to go. I can't see there being much in the way of stoppage time. We've only had 2 or 3 subs. That's been the only breaks that we've had. 1 minute. So we've got 1 minute of added on time. 1 minute for both of these sides to try and find a goal. Because if we don't, this second Afcon semi-final is going to go to a penalty shootout when the winner will face Senegal in Sunday evening's final. Now Nigeria are going to make, it looks like, one more substitution. Just got to stop in play here. So Onyeka is going to come off, and it's the number 11 Samuel Chukwueze who's coming on here. So Samuel Chukwueze, and again you've got to think, with him coming on right now in stoppage time of extra time, is going on purely to take a spot kick in the shootout. Just a few seconds to go then. We're just waiting for a Nigeria throw-in, but it just feels like both teams are resigned here. And there goes the full-time whistle in extra time. The deadlock just could not be broken. It is still 0-0. That is how it will end. And we now must go to a penalty shootout to find out who will play Senegal in Sunday evening's Afcon final. So it's been such a tense game that no one could find a breakthrough. So we're going to keep this coverage going, everyone. So we're not going to take a break. We're going to keep this coverage running so that there's no break in between the end of extra time and the start of the shootout. And so someone's going to be a hero and someone's going to be a villain here in Rabat at Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium. But who is going to be that hero and who is going to play the role of villain? So unfortunately, at least one of these players is going to end up missing their spot kick, and it's going to cost their nation and their team of a place in an Afcon final. So team talks now taking place between the head coaches of both sides. Now, of course, penalty shootouts, a lot of people will say it's a bit of a lottery. It's all down to luck. But you would have to say, surely there is more pressure on Morocco for this shootout. Of course, they are the host nation. It's been 50 years since they last won an Afcon. This is their best opportunity. I would imagine the best opportunity they've had since 1976 of winning an Afcon title. They've been in such good form. They're on an incredible unbeaten run. So you've got to think there's a bit more pressure going into Morocco into this game. Now, whether Nigeria can use that to their advantage, of course, we'll soon find out. Of course, the vast majority of the support in the crowd is for Morocco. So will that play a little bit of a part? So it's all going to be down to who holds their nerve here. And it is going to be fascinating to see how this shootout develops. So this is only the second shootout in this tournament. The only other one happened in the round of 16. That was between Mali and Tunisia. That was a very eventful penalty shootout. And in the end, Mali beat Tunisia to reach the quarterfinals. But this is for a place in the final. So earlier on today, Senegal beat Egypt 1-0. There was certainly not many clear-cut chances in that game. But Sadio Mane scored in the 78th minute to send Senegal through to the final. But who will they face? It will either be Morocco, the Atlas Lions, or Nigeria, the Super Eagles. Morocco have won Afcon just the once in 1976. Nigeria have won the Afcon title 3 times in 1980, 1994 and 2013. So it's been 13 years since they last won. And so whoever wins the shootout will play Senegal in the final. So the Moroccan players now lining up here on the halfway line. But the Nigeria side still in a huddle at the moment, taking as much time as they need to here. So all the Morocco players, well, all apart from one, of course, just lining up. So I think Morocco are going to take the first penalty in this shootout. Just waiting for confirmation of that, but it looks as if Morocco will take first. I'll say that's certainly an advantage. Or I always think it's you want your side to go first in a shootout, whether you're a player, member of staff, or just a fan from the stands or at home. Well, now the Moroccan players now getting into a huddle as well, so just see who actually is going to take the first penalty then. Feel the nerves here. I feel a bit nervous. I don't don't have any connections at all with either side, and I'm feeling a bit nervous. Such a big shootout here. So the officials are now speaking to Achraf Hakimi and, well, Nigeria's captain now, which is Moses Simon. Because of course the captain initially at the start of the game was Victor Osimhen, but he's been subbed off, so he will not be taking any part in the shootout. So it looks as if Nigeria have won the toss here, I think. And so just waiting to see which team will take the first penalty. Huge nerves then here in Rabat, in Morocco. And there's huge noise here in the stadium. So tense. Almost feels like it's kind of destined that this match was going to end in a penalty shootout. Just a complete stalemate. Both keepers pat each other on the back and wish them good luck.
Boy, you can feel the tension.
And what kind of shootout are we going to see here? Is it just going to be one of those where it's just one player that misses, that's the only difference, or are we going to see a shootout like the one earlier on in this tournament between Mali and Tunisia, which was very eventful? I think it saw 5 missed penalties in a row at one point. But Morocco are going to take the first penalty then. So Morocco to go first, and it's going to be Neil El Ainaoui to take. El Ainaoui plays for Roma in Italy's Serie A. 24-year-old midfielder. He's going to go first then, as the referee just has a quick discussion with both goalkeepers, Yassine Bono and Stanley Mwabali. Now shakes their hands. So it's Morocco to go first. There's going to be Neil El Ainaoui of Roma and Morocco to go up against Stanley Mwabali of Chippa United and Nigeria. There's going to be El Ainaoui to take first. He's going to take it right-footed. He looks incredibly nervous, it has to be said. He's going to take it right-footed. The whistle goes. El Ainaoui steps up. First penalty, and he scores! He may have looked nervous, but that was a good penalty. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and Morocco make the perfect start to this shootout. So El Ainaoui holds his nerve, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Good penalty. And Morocco go 1-0 up. So Neil El Ainaoui scores from the spot. Now, who will go first for Nigeria? Just finding out now. And it's going to be Paul Onuachu. Plays for Trabzonspor in Turkey. He's only been on the field a few minutes, so he's obviously been brought on just specifically for this shootout. So it's Paul Onuachu against Yassine Bono. Takes it right-footed and he scores. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. A very coolly converted penalty there. Didn't seem to show any nerves whatsoever. Lovely penalty. He waited for the keeper to commit first, make the first movement, and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Very, very good penalty, considering how high the stakes are there from Paul Onuachu. So, time for Morocco's second penalty. The keeper for Nigeria just discussing something there with the referee. Not too sure what that's about. Don't know if that's just a bit of mind games there. And it's going to be the number 7, again a substitute, came on late on, Hamza Igabani is going to take. It's right-footed again. Igabani. Referee's whistle goes. Steps up. Oh, he's drifted it wide. It's gone wide. Oh my goodness me. And he ends up just going down on the pitch. He can't believe he's missed it. He's already distraught here. Oh dear. Oh, it's a save. He saves it. the goalkeeper actually makes a save. That's a brilliant save. I thought he'd hit it wide, but it's the fingertips of Stanley Wabali that actually takes the ball around the post. That's actually a brilliant save. That is a brilliant save there from Wabali. And so it's 1-1 in the shootout, but now Nigeria have a little advantage. So Nigeria about to take their second spot kick. It's going to be Samuel Chukwueze. Plays his club football for Fulham in the English Premier League. Again, came on very late. Obviously come on for this shootout. Takes it left-footed. Oh, it's a terrible penalty. It's a terrible penalty. It's an easy save for Yassine Bono to make. And so the shootout scoreline remains at 1-1. It's a dreadful penalty, it has to be said. And so it's still 1-1 in the shootout. Samuel Chukwueze, he went to his left-hand side. The goalkeeper guessed the right way, and it was a very easy save. So after 2 penalties each, it's 1-1 in this shootout. So, time for Morocco's third penalty. Who's going to step up this time? Stakes are so high in this game here. Place in the Afcon final at stake. And it's going to be the number 13, Elise Ben-Seguir. Again, a substitute that came on very late, and it's a good penalty. The goalkeeper went the right way, but it's a goal, and it's 2-1 to Morocco in the shootout. A very well taken penalty there by Leverkusen and Morocco's Elisa Ben-Seguir. He obviously came on specifically for the shootout. He barely played in extra time, and he just edges Morocco back in front. Now time for Nigeria's third penalty to try and level the scoreline once again. The goalkeeper walks over to hand Fiseo Deli Bashiru the ball. Deli Bashiru again, another substitute who came on quite late on. So Fiseo Deli Bashiru to take Nigeria's third penalty to get them back onto level pegging in this shootout. The goalkeeper, bit of mind games here, pointing one way. The whistle goes. He's going to take it right-footed, and it's a good penalty. Scores 2-2. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. A really nicely taken penalty there, considering the huge pressure on him by Nigeria's Fiseo Deli Bashiru. Lovely penalty. Went to his left. Goalkeeper went the wrong way. 2-2 then after 3 penalties apiece. Morocco's fourth penalty is going to be taken by the captain, Achraf Hakimi of Paris Saint-Germain. So it's going to be Hakimi to take. The captain takes responsibility for Morocco's fourth penalty. After 3 penalties each, it's 2-2. The pressure could not be any higher. It's going to take it right-footed. Hakimi scores. That's a lovely penalty. So much pressure, and he simply strolls in, side foots it to his right-hand side. The goalkeeper, Wabali, goes the wrong way. That's a brilliant penalty. Huge pressure on him there. Great job by the captain. Edges Morocco back in front. So Morocco 3-2 up in the shootout here. Now time for Nigeria's fourth penalty. Seeing who's going to take it here. It's going to be the number 13, Bruno Onyemaichi, is going to take. Plays his club football for Olympiakos in Greece. Onyemaichi to take this penalty. Left-footed. Goes for it, and it saved it. It saved it. It's a huge save there from Yassine Bono, and Morocco are on the brink of reaching the Afcon final. They just need to score this next penalty, and they are through to Sunday evening's final. It's a bizarre, it's a strange save, but I mean, they all count. Bono almost dives. He doesn't even dive. He sort of walks like a crab to his left-hand side and almost ends up going too far to his left-hand side to bat the ball away, but he makes the save. Morocco just need to score this next penalty here, and they are through. It's going to be the number 19 to take, and he scores! Morocco are through to the Afcon final. Morocco will face Senegal in the final of Sunday evening's Afcon final here, where they will play Senegal, and it was the number 19 Youssef En-Nesyri that scores the vital penalty here, and Morocco are through to the Afcon final. They have beaten Nigeria 4-2 on penalties over the whole 90 minutes and 120 minutes. You would say they've been the better team just because they were the better team inside that first half, and then it was just so tight and even from that point on. But Morocco are through. They've beaten Nigeria 4-2 on penalties in the final, and it was Youssef En-Nesyri that scores the decisive spot kick. The Fenerbahce player has sent his nation through, and Morocco are now one victory away from ending 50 years of hurt. They haven't won the Afcon since 1976. If they can beat Senegal on Sunday night, they will end that 50-year period without an Afcon trophy. So Nigeria are out in heartbreaking fashion, but Morocco are through to the final. So thank you so much for listening along to our live commentary coverage here. Morocco have beaten Nigeria on penalties. It will be Morocco versus Senegal in Sunday's Afcon.